Hello, my name is Jeff Fott, and I'm the Wildlife Division pilot for the North Dakota Game and Fish Department. And this aircraft you see behind me is my office. I fly this aircraft all over the state of North Dakota for the Game and Fish Department, doing wildlife surveys, radio telemetry, taking photos, boat ramp inspections. And our aircraft is used for surveying wildlife to set hunting seasons and managing the wildlife of the state. I fly, as I said, all over the state. We do surveys every spring and fall for the mule deer survey. We count the pronghorn in the summer. We do whitetail, moose, and elk surveys in the winter. And in between there, I do a lot of telemetry work when they have a project going on that uses telemetry. And what telemetry is where they'll put a radio collar on an animal. And with these antennas on the aircraft and a receiver like this, I can track where those animals are. The biologists use that data to see how far they travel, how many offspring they have, how long they live, the habitat they prefer in the different seasons. And we've put radio transmitters on eagles, grouse, pronghorn, deer, bighorn sheep, elk. So they use it for pretty much about any kind of wildlife that they're studying. I spend most of my time actually doing the telemetry because it's pretty much year-round. So we survey most every animal that we have in the state, and these are some of the examples of some of the fur bearers we have in the state, and including this bighorn sheep. We have a little over 300 bighorn sheep in the Badlands, and we have radio transmitters on them, and so I'm out tracking those regularly. The aircraft that I fly is an American Champion Scout. This is a 2019 model. It's a two-place tandem aircraft, so I'm in the front, biologist in the back. You can see out both sides to be able to view whatever we're looking at. This aircraft is built for slow flight observation work, also short field off airport operations. As you can see with the large tires, I can land in pretty rough territory. Also, when we have enough snow, I put hydraulic skis on so I can land off airport in the snow or on the ice. This aircraft is built in Rochester, Wisconsin, and currently manufactured there. We've used this type of aircraft since the early 70s, and it works out quite well for what we do. Also, we all have a Cessna 182 that the game wardens use for the things that they do and taking staff to meetings and such. So aircraft are used extensively through our department, and it's a great opportunity for you for a career if you like aviation, and as I do, I brought my love of aviation together with the outdoors and the wildlife. I'm also an aircraft mechanic, and that's another option for you as a student. So I do the maintenance on the aircraft as well as fly them. And that's a great asset for us to be able to keep the aircraft in the air and limit the amount of downtime. I got into aviation because I like the flying, and my flying is mostly all low-level work, and you get to see a lot of country and wildlife that way, and it's real enjoyable. Well, I like tracking them all, actually. They're tracking wildlife. There's something interesting about all of them. No matter if it's grouse or bighorn sheep, it's all interesting and brings you into some different habitat. Both of them are completely different habitat, and it's just really interesting. Just lots of interesting experiences in aviation, and it's a great department to work for. We're all outdoors type people and really enjoy what we do, managing the wildlife for the state. There's a aviation organization that has a wildlife aspect to it, and that's the APSA, and you can go to the website, Airborne Public Safety Association, and we have a natural resource part of that association. It's a pilot group. Again, I'm Jeff Flott, North Dakota Game and Fish, and I appreciate your attention, and hope to see you out in the great outdoors in North Dakota and in aviation. Thanks.